Hello, my Lyme warrior friends. Adele Cole here, your Lyme disease coach and educator, all about the holistic Lyme healing journey. Here with you today to tell you what you need to know about mast cell activation syndrome and Lyme disease. And if you didn't know this already, there is a link between the two. So, a lot of people are talking about this MCAS, mast cell activation syndrome. Man, it's a tongue twister, isn't it? But not a lot of people necessarily know or understand what it is and what is going on in your body to cause these types of reactions. So, if you're one of those people who is curious or wants to learn more about MCAS and its role in your body and how it is linked and possibly even due to your Lyme disease, then you're going to want to listen into this quick little informational video. You're in the right place. Let's go. All right. So I want to encourage you to watch to the very end. I'm going to keep this short and sweet because I have a special invitation for you that you are going to want to hop in on, and it is free. Just to be clear, I have a free training coming up this month for you live. And spoiler alert, it has to do with this topic. All right. So I'll get to that in a minute. But if you're catching this on YouTube, make sure you're liking and subscribing. And you'll find the link to my free holistic healing group where we chat and learn and grow and heal together, called Limey and Crunchy. When this video is over, make sure you're hopping in there. It's free and it's awesome and so much fun. And it's full of trainings, education, and more information about healing from Lyme disease. Okay. Mast cell activation syndrome. Let's get down and dirty with it. It is abbreviated MCAS. So as long as I can say that today, I'm going to call it that. And that and also histamine response issues are often linked and considered similar. They are slightly different issues. MCAS is a little bit of a worse situation overall, but it is a heightened histamine response. What does that even mean? And how is it linked to Lyme disease? And how is it impacting your healing from Lyme disease, right? Well, the important part is the beginning of that. It impacts your healing because mast cells are in your body on purpose as part of your immune system and part of your immune system response in your whole body, throughout your whole body. So mast cells exist in blood vessels and bone marrow specifically, or most prominently. Again, they are part of our natural immune response, how our body was designed to respond to foreign invaders. This includes creating an allergenic response. It creates a histamine response in response to allergens that irritate our system, right? Or that our body doesn't recognize as part of our system. So pollens or foods we're allergic to or chemicals we're allergic to. But also, mast cells are now being found to be activated in our body by other foreign invaders too. Viruses, tick-borne illnesses, other stressors on our body. It's not just limited to allergens that we come in contact with. So this is why Lyme disease can be exacerbated or made worse by mast cell activation syndrome in tandem with Lyme disease. Does everyone who has Lyme have MCAS? As far as I can tell, and as far as research has shown, not necessarily, but many people that have MCAS do also deal with Lyme disease and tick-borne illnesses. They don't have to go together, but they can be peanut butter and jelly, if you know what I mean. They can be buddies, unfortunately. So back to my notes for you. Our body is designed to release mast cells, like I already said, but in response, like I said, to toxins, illness, injury, etc. And this release causes inflammation in our body on purpose. Mast cells are designed to create inflammation because the inflammatory response is linked to a healing response as well in our bodies. Inflammation is actually designed to help with healing, but it can get out of control, right? So, too much can be harmful. If we have an overabundance of mast cell release and mast cell activation, for whatever reason, Lyme disease included, we can have a variety of interesting symptoms. For example, you can have your typical allergy symptoms. Like I said, mast cell release is also linked to histamine release, which is what you think of when you think of allergies. That's what's happening if you have seasonal allergies. Histamines are being released, and that can cause congestion, wheezing, watery eyes, itching throat, itching skin, rashes, hives. You know what allergies feel like, probably, or you know someone that suffers from allergies. But it can also cause other symptoms like fatigue and exhaustion, really extreme levels of that, even poor memory and focus, and other mental and neurological symptoms. Dizziness is another one, insomnia, sleep disturbances, migraines, and other kinds of headaches, low blood pressure, and high heart rate. Also, that can lead to fainting spells or syncope, blacking out. Abdominal pains and GI distress can also be linked to mast cell activation syndrome. And there's more symptoms than just that. It can be every body system that is affected, if you didn't notice from that list. Lyme can make MCAS worse and even random. In other words, not always linked to an actual trigger of mast cell activation. Ugh. It's really frustrating to deal with MCAS, especially in light of Lyme disease. And I know a lot of warriors that are going through this. So, what can you do about it? What more do you need to know about it? And how do you get ahead of this to not impact your healing in a negative way? In other words, how do you continue healing from Lyme and MCAS so that you can reach your healing goals? Well, I want to tell you more about that. So, I decided this was the perfect opportunity to open up a free training session for this topic. It's called MCAS Management and the Lyme Link. All right. You're going to find this training as an event. It's up like that. You can say you're going to it. You can RSVP to it. It's an event page up in Limey and Crunchy, which I've linked in the description of this video to make it easy for you. So just hop into that group. It's all free, all available to any Lyme warrior or anyone you know that's interested in this topic. And on the event page, you will find a link to this event directly. So hop in there, RSVP going, make sure you put it in your calendar and set your notifications. It's going to be a free Zoom call, so you can hop on the Zoom live, interact, chat, ask your questions either there or even ahead of time in the event description or the event dialogue. And I will be recording a replay as well. So if you can't make the actual event time, it's June 30th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, by the way. It's a Thursday night. If you can't make that, it's okay. The replay is there for you as well. Or if you're catching this video after the event took place, hop in there anyway. The event is still there for you as a replay, okay? So the benefit to getting in there live is your ability to interact, ask your questions, and continue the dialogue live streaming. So I'm going to go over MCAS and Lyme healing and how they are linked and what you can do about it. But I'm also going to be answering your questions to the best of my ability as time allows. All right. So make sure you're there. Tell your friends. And the group is private, but you're welcome to share it. You just have to be a member to get into the event. Keeping it safe, keeping it focused on the healing needs of the members. Okay. So if this is something for you, hop in. We welcome you. We want to see you there. And cheers to your healing journey. Bye for now.